I don't know what I'll do 3 hours in a hot bath, but why not? Let's try it out.
Today is day 5. We left the hotel a bit later because I had to catch up with work, and currently I'm having Bharat's laptop here because what are you doing?
So I wanted to really start recording dashcam videos because they look so cool, but turns out there's a SD card problem, so I'm trying to copy the data here so I can format the card, and then afterwards we can start recording it. Yesterday we had some of the most beautiful shots, but none of them got recorded because it was on a limit of 3-minute videos, so it would only record for 3 minutes, and I'm very sad about this because that was the most scenic route that we ever took. But hey, you learn everything for the first time.
Yeah, we definitely will come back to Iceland again, I'm sure. We are here at the famous church. You can definitely expect a crowd taking Instagram photos. So we had to wait for a bit to be able to take some photos of us.
If you come with the ferry, you'll be coming to the city, and the ferry you take from Denmark, and it's, I think, a few days that you have to be on the sea. You can also choose to have a stop at Faroe Islands, so that's also something super interesting.
We were originally planning to come with ferry, but because there was no early return ticket, we decided to come by flight.
Yeah. But if I think about it, it was a better decision because the roads here sometimes are not so great, so I would rather drive a rental here instead of driving my Porsche. I don't think it kind of fits at all. Why should I put my car to so much punishment? But otherwise, I think this city looks super interesting. The church for sure because of these colored rainbow things right there. Then you also have some houses on that side, and the houses have some kind of interesting paintings. Then there's a black one. That's also very interesting with the sketch.
Looks very beautiful.
I think my thoughts about this place is that maybe because if you look at the nature, maybe the things start getting a little bit too depressing because everything is either black or a slight
green
shade of green, like the moss and everything. So they try to make things more interesting by human touch, by having colors, having different kind of arts, things like that. That's what makes it cozy, that's what makes it more interesting. We don't have any activities essentially other than just a thermal bath. So we came to this place called Seyðisfjörður or something like that. It's a port city. This is a famous church which you would see in many Instagram photographs and so on. And the reason behind it is this rainbow bath. Definitely interesting. It was a 50-minute drive from our place, and I think if we would have come with the ferry or something, we would have stayed here anyways. Overall, I would say, yeah, not anything special, but the church definitely is very beautiful. The drive till here is very nice, and maybe if you have some extra time, you should definitely plan this out.
We are going to see some puffins now.
That hungry.
So we just reached our hotel and now we're having some coffee and cake. And you can see the stable here. And baby cows. Very interesting.
This is now one of the stops that we had, and these are the natural baths. And it's supposed to be hot steaming water. And right behind us is the facility in which you have these hot baths and you can go and spend some time. I think Alina knows better how much time it is going to be.
3 hours.
Around 3 hours. I don't know what I'll do 3 hours in a hot bath, but why not? Let's try it out. Behind us you see mountains which are black and red, and this side you see which are just black. And the smell here is more of a rotten egg smell because of sulfur, but it's supposed to be good for your respiratory issues.
But what will we do here for 3 hours? What do we do here for 3 hours?
Relax. I think for that we should have the phone away. How is your experience?
I think I imagine it a bit better. It's not deep. And you have to sit, like, put yourself down in the water the whole time. And it smells.
Alright, so that was the activity of day 5, and that was a bath in the hot springs or something. Interesting experience, I would say. It was kinda colder. It could have been warm. At some spots it's warm where there are pumps and stuff. But I don't see like how you can spend 3 hours in this place. Alina and I, we got bored after like an hour or
30 minutes.
30 minutes. And now we want to go home, work a little bit so that we can actually get started for the next day. But otherwise, I would definitely say maybe what you see on Instagram is not exactly how you would find it in reality. And if you're somebody who gets bored quickly, this is going to be a place like that. I would rather do glacier hiking or snorkeling or anything like that comparison to this. Look at this tiny spot of blood that I had to poke out with this right now. Because turns out nobody tells you that there are stones under this bathtub, right? And when you walk on them, some of the stones actually break inside and get inside your feet. Very interesting. Was I knowing this before that? I didn't know that. If I would have known that, would I have gone inside? Absolutely not.
I mean, it might not happen to everybody. It didn't happen to me, but it happened to Bharat.
The sun is setting today. In Iceland, we've had some very good weather. We have had some luck. Behind me is some kind of crater. Not crater, but most shortly say volcano, which kind of fell in itself. And we are going to do whale watching. That's the plan for today.
Whale and